Hello everyone, my name is Chloe Beeks, and my persuasive presentation is going to be over social media and the effects it has on our society. I want you all to stop and take a minute to think about how different the world was when social media wasn't a thing, or even technology in general. I'm sure all of you have some sort of social media, whether it's Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. There's many others that you possibly could have. I have a lot of social media apps myself that I use daily, and I've started to do a lot of research on what they have done to our society and our lives. Social media has done so much bad that it's hard to say that the good outweighs the bad. I want to talk about some of the things that I found when it comes to social media and what it has or is doing to our lives. The first thing I want to talk about is the fake life. Some people post things that aren't always true on social media, or they don't post the entire story. A lot of times this is because they don't want to look bad. They want to post their side of the story or half of the story so that it doesn't make them look bad, and possibly it makes the other person involved look bad and not them. The other thing I want to talk about is famous people on social media. It has become really common to be famous on social media, especially TikTok, especially with the going live and like getting gifts and all of that kind of stuff. This can cause for people to want to be fake or do fake things so that they get more views, followers, likes, and potentially more money. The new generation seems to base popularity off of how popular a person is on social media. For example, if someone has 50 followers, they aren't as likely to be as popular as someone who has 5,000 followers. Same with likes. Someone who has 5 likes isn't going to be as popular as someone who has 500 likes. Now I want to talk a little bit about how it destroys friendships. And the main one is cyberbullying. Social media can lead to cyberbullying, even anonymously, to your friends. Cyberbullying is done behind a screen, and so they can use a fake screen name, and that way they can stay anonymous. It can also allow for things to be posted about others that might not be true, which can lead to friendships failing, such as posting a picture of your friend at a party and saying that they got drunk. It could have been that your friend just fell asleep at this party, and the way that they were laying or something made them look drunk. But that would ruin their reputation if you were to post something bad about them. Inappropriate friendships or relationships with social media. Social media can allow for a lot of inappropriate things to happen. One of the biggest things is sexting. We see this most common in middle school and high school students. I've heard girls say the only reason they do it is because they think it is the only way to get a boy to like them. This can lead to even worse things happening, such as messages or pictures getting spread to places that they weren't intended to be, let alone that it's illegal. It's illegal to send those type of pictures, and it's illegal to have those type of images on your mobile devices. Another way that social media can be inappropriate within friendships is that sometimes you could be talking to someone who you think and believe is right around your age and maybe doesn't live that far from you, but for all you know, it could be someone who is way older than you, trying to take advantage of you or even kidnap you. So social media can also have a lot of safety concerns as well. Let's talk about how it can affect relationships. Cheating and being unfaithful is a really common thing with social media. Cheating can happen a lot easier on social media. Something that people need to always remember is that cheating doesn't have to always be physical. Cheating can be looking or talking as well. So it is so much easier on social media because it's way easier to look at another girl's post, like another girl's post, fantasize about another person's post or photo, and it's harder for your partner to find out. It's harder for them to know. It's harder for them to find out if you were looking at it, liking it, conversing with this person. really the only way that your partner would be able to find out is if they had access to your phone, access to your social media accounts, or if someone else told them. Another thing it can do to relationships is make you spend less time with your partner. Social media can become very addictive. It can lead to couples spending more time looking at their phones than spending time with their partners. It can also lead to couples having conversations over text more than they do in person. This causes for a lot of communication and arguments that wouldn't necessarily happen if the conversation had been had face to face. Social media definitely decreases communication skills. It is so important that we are aware of what social media can do to our friendships and relationships and how social media can cause for multiple problems. I hope my speech taught you some things that maybe you didn't know and will help you to decide whether or not social media is for you or your children and how you use social media. Social media has done so much bad to our society that it is hard to say that the good outweighs the bad. Today I talked about the effects that social media can have on friendships, relationships, and how people can fake their lives on social media. So when you are using social media, just keep in mind that everything you see is not always true, and be aware of what it is doing to the society, friendships, relationships, and please be aware of your safety. Thank you.